Hey, day 22 of my 30-day Jesus challenge. And one of the reasons I love Jesus is because he is in the boat with me when the storms are raging. I was reading this the other day in Mark 4:35. It says, as evening came, Jesus says to his disciples, let's cross to the other side of the lake. So they took Jesus in the boat and started out, leaving the crowds behind, although other boats followed. But soon a fierce storm came up. High waves were breaking into the boat, and it began to fill with water. Jesus was sleeping in the back of the boat with his head on a cushion. He must have been really tired, right? Anyway, the disciples woke him up shouting, Teacher, don't you care that we're going to drown? When Jesus woke up, he rebuked the wind and said to the waves, Silence, be still. I can imagine he might have been even a little irritated. But anyway, suddenly the wind stopped and there was a great calm. And then he asked them, Why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith? The disciples were absolutely terrified. Who is this man? They asked each other. Even the wind and the waves obey him. You see, this is a crazy thing. These were experienced fishermen. These were a lot of these guys, not all of them, but a lot of them were very familiar with being out on this water. And this lake, there tended to be, because the way it was situated with the hills, huge storms would come in. And these were experienced fishermen, but they still panicked. So one of the Bibles I have here has a study note. I'll just read this real quick. The disciples panicked because the storm threatened to destroy them all, and Jesus seemed unaware and unconcerned. They faced a physical storm, but storms come in other forms too. Think about the storms in your life, the situations that cause you great anxiety. Whatever your difficulty, you have two options. You can worry and panic and assume that Jesus no longer cares, or you can resist fear, putting your trust in him to be by your side and to help. So when you feel like panicking, confess your need to God and then trust him to take care of you. Listen, bottom line, when Jesus is in your boat, you can rest. I can attest to this. When I had my heart surgery a couple months ago, I had a supernatural peace because it wasn't because of how awesome or special I am, whatever, but it's just like I prayed and asked God for help. And I thought of these verses, and I knew he was going to be in the boat with me. So I had a supernatural peace and a rest. And I hope you can have that too as well. If you want to know more information about Jesus, go to futureandhope.org. God bless you guys. See ya.